Hey guys, hey, today we're going to do a one-to-one drawing. Take a look at what we need to get this done. You need a ruler, pencil, any kind of pencil. Number 2 is all I'm going to use, an eraser, and anything you see me using, feel free to use, but you don't have to have it. I just have a nice table here and a couple pieces of paper. If all you have is notebook paper, fine, but sketchbook paper or even printer paper is real good. Then you need an object. I'm picking something that isn't any bigger than the paper that I have. This is just the right size. Anything will do. Don't do anything too easy like this, for instance. If it were a little smaller, it might be okay, but maybe you're not challenging yourself if you're doing something this simple. Just pick anything. It doesn't have to be what I have, but I'd stay away from anything that has like a lot of lettering or anything too fancy on it. We're just looking at forms and shapes. This would be good. I'm sure you have one of these laying around right now. So start with that. Next question is, after I say what do you need, maybe is, why is this important? Well, that's what I say to myself whenever I have a teacher giving me a job to do. I say, why do I need to know this? Well, it's been done by art students for probably the last few hundred years. That's number 1. And number 2 is it's going to help you be better at observational drawing and any kind of drawing that you do. The best way to get better at drawing from your head is doing observational drawing. There's nothing better. And now let's look how we do it. So I'm going to stick this on here. I'm going to take the object and I'm going to measure it. You're just like, is this how easy this is? You won't be able to believe it. It's 12 inches. I'm pretty sure that's how big my paper is. It's exactly 12 inches. So I'm just going to make a mark at the top and the bottom. If yours is 8 inches, just mark it at the top and the bottom of 8 inches. I probably should have picked something smaller, but I really have my mind set on drawing this. So I'm going to go for it. So I'm going to find the middle next. Not, the middle of 12 is going to be 6, but what's at the middle exactly? This little line on the carrot. Make these marks lightly, very light. You don't want to erase them later. All right. And now look at the width. It's about 4 here. I'm just going to put it a little off to the right side of my paper. I don't want to write down the middle. And measure 4. I'll split the 4, 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Kind of blocking it in the long way. When we do more drawing, you'll see how to block things in just freehand. I'm going about it the long and complicated way right now. So the head is off a little bit off center, but I want to get the width of it. It's about 2 inches. Just guessing where it's going to line up right now. I know the width, and then the width of the ears. Looking straight on at it, it's about 3. Make a mark. This is going to just let me check myself as I draw. All right. All right, you can see what I have here then. The bottom, the middle, about where the head is, I think, the ears, and I'm going to start drawing from the middle. This was my middle point. I probably can't see it now, but it was the line where the carrot was. I'm going to start drawing right there. My first instinct would have been to put that a lot higher on the drawing, but since I made the measurements, I I know right where it is. Takes the guesswork out and makes my drawing more correct right away. So I'm going to lightly put in. If I need an angle, I'll just hold my pencil out to that angle, bring it down, make a mark at that angle. I know the hips of the rabbit are this wide, so I'm just going to drop those in. I'm going to need those to reference, and the feet here, here. You'll get this. You know, you'll understand what I mean as you go to try to draw. You're like, well, I do need to know how wide that is and where that is in relationship to that other thing. So I'm just looking at the negative space. Okay, I'll take a picture of this and show you exactly what negative space is. I'm gonna take my ruler and hold it up to that line I have right here and see how far is the top of the carrot, the green part of the carrot, from that line. Closing one eye, holding my ruler out to that edge, that's this edge, looking at it straight on, and I see it's about that far in from that line. So I'm gonna draw. It lines up pretty well. See, something's a little off right now. So I know I kind of have to take another measurement right now. I'm going to measure where is the top of the head of the rabbit. It's at 9. I might have drawn something a little too high, but I'm really close. There's the top, 9 inches. So it feels like, almost feels like cheating. It makes it so easy. Where is this elbow? That's what I did wrong. It's up too high. The whole entire elbow is below the midpoint, so that's got to move down. I'll erase. I try never to erase. There we go. As little as I can. You can get there trying to get something so perfect, you get stuck in a loop, kind of frozen, erasing and redrawing, erasing and redrawing. I try to just draw right over. Start drawing light, draw right over what I have, and then take away the flaws. Here's one ear, comes up like this. I'm running out of space. If you feel like you're trying to squeeze something in and you can't make it as big as you want to, it's because you made a mistake. And go back and fix it before you go too far. This head, see, I'm drawing the head too high. I'll push it down. Okay. The whole entire head has to be below that 9-inch mark. The ruler doesn't lie. Your perception and where you think something should be is what lies. You think, oh, I think that's what it looks like, you know, and this is what I see, but it's wrong. So one more time, 6. Checking it. Let's see. That elbow's below that 6-inch mark. That's there. That's the elbow. That's the shoulder of the rabbit. This is the mouth. This is going to move over. This carrot is over here. That's better. So the whole thing, this comes all the way over, but this was correct. I measured this. This was off. So I'll leave that. This will be where the leaves are. Eye of the rabbit's like right here. I'm not trying to dwell on that part right now. I just want to establish it. Don't be giving into the temptation of trying to do detail too early before you have everything right. Rookie mistake, right? Go like this. Look at the curve. It's like, look at it while you draw it. That's right. It goes like this. I've done it now. Everything's right with the world. Feels so much better. I got rid of that mistake. The carrot was over too far, the elbow was up too high. And I got it right by measuring. I'm going to go ahead and finish this. The line drawing, clean it all up. And get that done, and then we'll talk about the next step, which will be adding some value to this. I want you to check your work, check the measurements, get something down, and when you get stuck, go back and measure it like I just did. I'm going to spend some time. I don't want to tape the whole thing, it'll take too long. It should take you about 20 minutes to get this line drawing really right. Okay, see you in a little bit. Alright, so I have this worked out pretty good. I'm looking at it, I moved it, right? So, put it back the way it was. So I'm looking at some things here. I'm looking at the negative space and the space that is in between here and here. And that's technically negative space, but I'm not looking at the outline, these spatial relationships. This seems okay. This is the crease here in the elbow. And look, I can't wait to see what you chose to draw. I know you're not going to have a rabbit. You'll have something else. Maybe you pick one of your old toys or some type of knick-knack or whatever you have. It doesn't matter, you know, it's an exercise. Sometimes it helps if it's something you like. But I'm really close. I'm going to work on this a little bit more. Now I'm going to clean away all these lines that I don't need. These were just finder lines, you know, helping me find the height and the width. Clean it all up. And if it doesn't come out that good on the first one, do another one. If you have nothing else to do, why not use the time to grow your artistic ability, your draftsmanship, your drawing ability, whatever you want to call it. It's going to grow a part of your brain that is just sitting there waiting to grow. And that's what we're doing. You have to get engaged looking at it. You're going to discover things you didn't even realize were there when you just glance at things. You slow down and take a look at things. When you get your pencil in the right place on the paper, kind of try to let your eye go and look at what you're drawing, the subject matter, more than the paper. And if you probably learned this in class with contour line drawing, but it really works. So we use the measurement to take the guesswork out. We use close and careful observation and making corrections, checking our work. Looking at spatial relationships and negative space. There's something a little off here. I think I need to move it. I should have never picked it up. Once you put it down, leave it down until you're done. Don't move it. Okay. All right, we'll come back in a minute.